Hello everybody, my name is Ryunn Eldred and I am here with
Mr. Retro, what up, what up?
And we would like to welcome you to the first episode of our brand new podcast, R&R. So to give a little bit of background information on us and who we are co-hosts of another podcast called the NerdgazmicGoodfellas presents The Drinking Corner. We created this podcast because it's taken too long for us to make an episode in the other one, and we've gotten sick and tired of waiting because we want to put out content. We want to sit around and chat and bullshit. So that's exactly what this podcast is for. It's going to be me and Retro just having random conversations, chatting. We don't really have a general direction in which any of these episodes will ever go. It's going to be structured a little bit like the Super Mega Cast if we were to like kind of compare ours to another one, just probably less as funny. Who knows? No idea. It's all to find out. So I won't introduce myself first. Retro, tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are.
Oh, this guy? Yeah, I'm the newest member of NerdgazmicGoodfellas. Are you frozen? Are you there?
Sorry, I'm spacing out. Like,
it's all good, bro. Yeah, I am a single white male. I am 32, almost 33 years old. Single and ready to mingle.
You got to do it like the old VHS tapes of your early 20s.
Early 20 VHS tapes? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Anything else to say about yourself? Any other interesting prospects of your character?
Yeah, man. Mr. Retro is in the name. Okay, you can kind of go from there. I like retro gaming. I like Xbox and PlayStation and stuff like that, but grew up on Nintendo, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, all that good stuff. So I like the old pixely stuff,
Kind of like your camera quality.
It takes me back, Maybe I can pixelate the screen a little bit. No.
Just shake your camera violently. Just be like, am I pixelated enough? Also, speaking of which, unlike the Drinking Corner, this should be viewable on Spotify, the actual webcast version. So you can see us actually communicating now, which is going to be great. Something I've really wanted to do. I really wanted to do this with the Drinking Corner, and we haven't made an episode since Spotify started doing this. So our very first episode of R&R is going to be a vidcast that you guys can check out on Spotify, or you can listen on any of your other podcast listening devices, or you can check us out on the Ryunn Eldred YouTube channel, where this will be uploaded under there. Speaking of Ryunn Eldred's YouTube channel, hi, I'm Ryunn Eldred, as I stated at the very beginning. I have been making content for the last 6-7 years, semi-unsuccessfully, but a lot of shit's gone on in life, and this is my newest endeavor because I really like doing podcasts. I find this format very fun, and it's really relaxing and just a really enjoyable time when you can sit down one-on-one or with like a group of people and just bullshit.
Just bullshit. Just shoot the shit, man.
Just shoot the shit. Speaking of shooting the shit, we'll just jump into the chunk of today's content with Retro. Why don't you tell us about a movie you just went and saw that I'm very envious of, but I'm happy.
I was lucky enough to go see Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Amongst Thieves. I'm not sure.
John, you gotta get the title right, all right? We have a job to
do. You know what? It was a damn close attempt. Good enough.
I need you to take this seriously.
No, it was great, man. Like I honestly, I used to like mess around with D&D with my buddies and stuff, kind of like a homemade D&D style. We would just kind of wing it and riff it and go from there. But never actually played like legit D&D, but I've always been interested, and I mean we have been talking about it, and we're gonna attempt it here soon, hopefully podcast style. Yeah, somewhere down in the near future, I hope.
So for me to speak on it, I have played D&D before. D&D is something my dad's side of the family participates in a lot. My cousin Richard was the one that got me into it at first. My cousin Michael, he's really into it. Like he has, I think from like a first series edition of the like books that you buy with the rules, all the way up into the newer ones. He buys like all of them. He has a fat stack of maps, like hundreds of the little character models, like some self-made through a 3D printer, some that he bought and painted himself. Like he gets really into it. He has
cool.
He has a good couple $1,000 worth of D&D stuff. So it's something that was a very fun experience for me to mess around and play with when I was younger. Granted, I haven't played an actual game of D&D in at least 3 years, and then as I was telling you earlier, Zoshi Moshi and I, Logan, we, for class for game development, had to do level design on an online site called Roll20, in which we had to build D&D levels, and then we all played them in class and all that. So that's what we're hoping to bring in podcast format. Maybe get everybody to be in here, and whoever is the DM could share screen, and then everybody else is playing as the screen share is going on, and we'll be playing around and messing around with it and just trying it out. Maybe making our own maps and our own stories. That'd be
fun.
It'd be a really fun thing to bring to Drinking Corner.
It would. That's what I was thinking. We could like integrate it into the Drinking Corner, have random episodes, just kind of continuing episodes of
it would just be a fun thing to do outside of Drinking Corner too, and just have a D&D like playlist for either my personal channel where I'm just the Dungeon Master and I upload all my Dungeon Master episodes there, or we do it on NerdgazmicGoodfellas and the group just uploads there. Oh, my headache came back. I feel like it's...
Oh, pop your eye again.
I feel like it's like a muscle thing, because it's in the nape of my neck. It's not like really a headache. It's like my neck, and then it feels it like stretching down. I've been throwing my pillow in my sleep like the last few nights, and then sleeping with my neck all cringed.
Just using your arm pillow?
Pretty much, yeah. Probably also doesn't help that I spend like hours a day with bright lights, just literally like this far away from my face. They're like maybe
computers, TV, phones, all that blue light.
Yeah, I have that blue light. I gotta get one of those glasses.
Yeah, I actually got a pair of those glasses somewhere. I lost them. I don't know where they are, but it would help. Like when we would do the Drinking Corner, I would start like when we'd be on there for a couple hours or whatever, however long we'd be doing it. Like towards the end, I'd have like massive. I know.
Back when our friends liked us.
Drinking Corner headaches. Yeah, so that's why in a few of those episodes I have those glasses on, just the blue light cutter glasses. And I look damn sexy in glasses, I figured out too, so yeah.
Are you still promoting your VHS style dating app ad? Did I forget to do mine? Sorry. Hello, my name is Ryunn Eldred and I'm a 27-year-old man. I like slow long walks on the beach, staring through your window. No, I mean, sorry.
Autoerotica.
Wrong ad.
Staring through your window. But anywho, we digress. Back to Dungeons and Dragons real quick. The movie was freaking awesome, dude. Honestly, if anybody has anything bad to say about that movie, just shut up. All right? Don't say it. Because it was freaking great. I know, dude. There's, haters gotta hate. That good old saying. But I thought it was great. I mean, I took my son and my mom to go see it, and they both loved it. We freaking laughed like throughout the movie. There are hysterical parts in it.
I see. Oh, so you took your mother and your son, but not your secret lover.
My God, you know how many movies we've seen together, dude? I need some space, okay?
The last movie
we just saw Scream 6, okay?
And that was a whole month ago.
We haven't been on our monthly movie date.
You've seen
you bastard.
You've seen so many movies.
We saw Shazam, bro. Didn't we see Shazam? I forgot about that.
I did. And I loved it.
My gosh. That movie was actually really good.
I have just been watching it be review bombed, and I've actually been like kind of keeping up with the thing about it. It's being review bombed because of Black Adam.
Yeah.
Because
they're comparing and that whole thing with Zachary Levi and The Rock or Dwayne Johnson, getting into all that bickering and crap.
Well, I kind of agree with
about Man of Steel.
I kind of agree with Zachary Levi because like Black Adam is a Shazam villain. And like as much as I enjoy watching The Rock's films, it is just a little like for him to like come into DC and try to swing his dick about and focus it on a character that shouldn't have a focus in the DCU. Like, don't get me wrong, Black Adam was great and I loved it. And
we've been waiting for that movie for years. Turned out amazing, but like you said, that doesn't give you permission.
Good. It would have been a lot better to see Shazam. Okay, I can't say it would have been a lot better to see Shazam appear there instead of Henry Cavill Superman, because I love Henry Cavill Superman. Yeah.
I know, but it was a tease, bro. And then
it would have been good if they followed. It would have been good if they followed it up with, instead of, spoiler alert for Shazam Fury of the Gods here, instead of having Gal Gadot or keep her in, but post-credit scene. Instead of the post-credit scene that we got for the film, or even adding another one instead of the Justice Society of America one, they should have had Henry Cavill's Superman show up and then set up the Superman Shazam versus Black Adam movie storyline. And had them both face Black Adam. That would have been so much better than trying to focus the DCEU on just Black Adam and Superman.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, like, we wouldn't have missed Superman anyway if they would have just put Shazam in there in the first place. I think we would have had the same reaction, like, shit, it's gonna go down.
I would have too. Just seeing how silly his character is go up against someone as serious as The Rock's Black Adam would have been perfect chemistry. It would have been perfect chemistry because it would have been very reminiscent of Mark Strong's character from the first one on how he was serious and Billy Batson wasn't.
I love that villain, dude. I loved how they brought in the whole demon thing. It was dark. It was pretty dark on those scenes with him.
Yeah, I was just
when he unleashed those demons out in that meeting room
with his father.
Yeah.
He just straight yeets his brother out the fucking office. I was watching that and I see him yeet his brother out the window and I was like, relatable. Relatable.
Like, God.
I wish I could do this.
I had a nickel for every time I thought about doing that.
Just walk over to my brother's house. He opens the door. I just yeet him across the field yeet him across the orchard next door. His wife staring at me. I'm like, that is all. Hi, baby Char Char. No.
Peace.
I'm out.
Cha, bruh. I mean, like, I think they'll eventually give the fans what they want. I think this whole beef will die down, and because
I think
what's the point of bringing Black Adam in if we're not going to see him face off against Shazam? I mean, I know we were going to get this whole Superman thing, but that's what they have, and that's what we should get.
I also think it's in part of the Snyderverse because of so many people wanting to keep the Snyderverse alive, with people petitioning that Netflix should pick it up, and everybody that was a part of that should just go to Netflix, which I understand they're not going to do because HBO has like the rights to DC's content.
DC rights, yeah.
But at the same time, I have a lot of faith in James Gunn and his vision for that. He's done a spectacular job with both Marvel and DC between Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad was great.
Hearing his ideas for Superman Legacy, I think is the title of the Superman movie, where it's already going to be a pre-established Superman, and like hearing
we don't need the whole kid Clark Kent, crashed on Earth. We don't need that again. We know how Superman got here.
I think it'd be cool if they did it the way Man of Steel kind of did with flashbacks. I don't mind
really quick ones.
I don't mind flashbacks, but it's the same thing with like Batman. How many more times can we watch his parents be killed?
Yes, we don't need any more origin Batman stories.
That's what I liked about
Batman. Did they do that on the Batman? We didn't get that on the...
They didn't do it in The Batman.
The Batman.
In Batman v Superman, they used it as the intro, which was like a short little bit, which they didn't dive too much into it. It just shows the parents being gunned down. But I also think the reason why they showed that was because of the Flash movie. Because I believe at one point in time, Jeffrey Dean Morgan even like was in an interview and was talking about playing Thomas Wayne again.
Yeah,
like we were supposed to see them reprise the role, but as we know, which
would have been freaking crazy awesome. But I mean,
don't get me wrong, I'm happy.
Back.
I was like, don't get me wrong. I would cream myself to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan in the like Batman suit. But we get original. I'm Batman. Back.
I'm Batman. Yeah, I'm Batman.
And I'm so excited for it.
He just dives down and just wrecks those fools. Oh my god.
I was in there. I was like, because he's still wearing the old suit too. Like he has the old suit, which is the cowl of. So, just the movement you see him, like he whoops in, and just, oh my god, I'm so excited to see it. I'm so excited.
When are we getting that, dude? What is it, May?
I think next month, yeah.
May, I believe.
Because
not soon enough.
It'll already be April when this comes out, because I don't plan to put this out until maybe Sunday. I'm thinking of doing the same thing I do with Drinking Corner and releasing the podcast every Sunday. It just kind of works. Or Monday. I'm a little on the fence. I don't know whether to end the week with a podcast or start a week with a podcast.
My favorite podcast comes out on Sundays, so I would say Sunday. That
was like my favorite podcast because I listen to Distractable, obviously, because that's where I got the idea and format for Drinking Corner.
You need to check that one out.
It's really good. It's funny. They have some really good episodes. Yeah. They have like really good episodes. They one of their newer episodes is actually what inspired me for my topic. If we ever do another Drinking Corner. With the video game adaptations, the idea they had was what would make the perfect video game, and then the entire podcast was them competing to see who could build the perfect video game. And they were talking about their ideas and stuff, which was really cool. And I was like sitting there, I don't know what it is. Like me personally, I've always wanted to be in film, like ever since I was a little kid. Not quite as an actor, but like more as a director. I feel like I would be able to do better video game adaptations than ones we've gotten. And so I feel like...
Yeah, they all haven't been the greatest, unfortunately.
The Last of Us. The Last of Us is probably the best.
So good.
It was so great.
So good. But
Daddy Pascal.
I will have to say, 100%. One thing that really disappointed me about that show... There was not one bow and arrow kill in that whole show. And you used the bow and arrow a lot. I used the bow a lot in the first game.
I was like, I didn't really use the bow the first time I ever played Last of Us.
Really, bro? For stealth kills? Damn, I used it a lot, man. I'd always get those fucking one-hitter quitter headshots. I don't know. That was just one thing for me.
I remember it in the second game, but I honestly don't remember it in the first game.
Yeah, I haven't even reached that part where I have the arrow in the first, or in part 2.
I decided to wait a month before I get part 1 on PC because I was watching reviews of it, and apparently there are so many issues.
The Ellie glitch in the truck. Did you see that graphics glitch?
I haven't. No, I saw one where Joel looks like a caveman because his like beard all comes in all weird and like just so many issues. And I'm pretty sure my computer could run it fine because I play Death Stranding on like high settings and everything I play is on high settings.
And when I saw you playing that game looked beautiful. Phenomenal.
I love Death Stranding, and I'm so excited that 2 was announced. I'm a Kojima fanboy, obviously.
Kojima!
Bro, I heard...
What's his first name?
Hideo
Kojima, that's right.
Speaking of Kojima and other stuff, I just found out that Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, is getting a remake. Ooh. And depending on how good the remake goes, Konami announced that other ones will follow. Which means we might be getting an entire Metal Gear like saga remaster. Same way that Resident Evil's getting theirs. And speaking of Resident Evil, oh my god, Resident Evil 4. So good.
You lucky bastard.
So good.
Well, I think I'm gonna get it for PS5 soon. I still got a couple games I gotta get through though.
Yeah, I was like, you still have Midnight Suns. In 4 days, 4 Diaz, I am getting Gotham Knights, so we can start working on our Gotham Knights playthrough.
Yes. Yeah.
I kind of want to redo the Arkham games in preparation for Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League because that game takes place...
Don't worry, they'll keep pushing it back for you.
Well, yeah.
Take your time.
I'm not really worried about it, but I guess it takes place 5 years after the events of Arkham Knight.
Really?
Yeah.
We're making it canon to that?
Yes, it is going to be canon to Arkham Knight. They've even released a tweet because in the original Arkham games, Deadshot was a French dude. Because he was comic accurate to the old school Deadshot of being French. And the Warner Brother Games just released a tweet saying there's only one Deadshot, talking about how the other one was an imposter.
Oh, really?
That apparently you might come across in the Justice League Kills the Suicide Squad.
That'd be freaking badass, dude. Deadshot's the shit.
So
I love Deadshot. Every version of him that we get, I love it. Especially the Arrow in Arrow. I like the guy that played Deadshot in Arrow. He's really good.
It's been
so long. Did you watch Arrow?
I am in the middle of Arrow. It's been a while
since
I started watching all of the Arrowverse shows chronological to the storyline. So it's like I jump around a lot. I have on my phone like a list of how you're supposed to watch it beginning to end. So it's like first season of Arrow, half season of Arrow, then start Flash, and then like it throws in episodes of Legends of Tomorrow and just everything. Because I wanted to watch it. That would be
fun to watch it like that.
That's how I was watching it when I lived in Chico, but I didn't I stopped watching it once I moved to Red Bluff because of Carrie, a person that lived with us in my parents' house. And when he saw I was watching the show, he just wouldn't leave me alone about it. And then it kind of ruined it. So I quit watching. And then I just never picked it up. And then it's like I see clips all the time on my phone. I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah happened.
Blah, blah, blah dies.
Yeah, pretty much. That's blah, what blah, I was blah, trying to say without saying.
Resurrected in the Lazarus pit.
Blah, blah, blah comes back for the final episode of Flash.
Oh, you shut your mouth about blah blah blah.
So
Blah blah blah.
since we're on the subject of the Warner Brother DC games, I have to ask Gotham Knights when we do the playthrough because we'll be filming it from my personal channel. Who are you gonna play as? Because there's gonna
I
be
have not
three of
played
us.
much of it. I haven't played much of it because I started and then I'm like, I kind of want to wait until I can play multiplayer. But I think it's probably like you have to play the intro and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, give it a little time before you reach multiplayer. I don't know how it works exactly. But I was playing as, I want to say Tim Drake. I was playing as Robin. I'm not sure who they have as Robin. I can't remember exactly.
I don't know whether
Uh,
I'm stuck between wanting to play as Red Hood
it's
because
no, it's not Tim Drake.
it's not Damien, is it? Is it
It's
Damian Wayne?
Damien. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Damian Wayne has
yeah.
the sword. Tim Drake has the bow staff. What weapon does
Okay,
Robin have in
that
that?
might be Drake. Yeah, because I think he rocks the bow staff. Like I said, I only played like an hour of it, but it's been a while.
I don't know
But
whether or not I want to play as Nightwing or
oh, I
Red
know that.
Hood.
Yeah, it's hard to choose, bro. Like when they make you choose, it's really hard to choose. I'm sure you get to jump back and forth in between characters, but yeah, I went with Robin straight out the gate, and it was fun being stealthy, and he got his little smoke bombs and his bow staff and all his little gadgets and
I
widgets,
also
and
don't
it's
know if I
fun.
want to play as Batgirl because obviously
And
it's
his yeah, and his fighting style is really fun. I mean, of course, it's acrobatic, but it's
yeah.
fun.
I was watching some of the takedowns with Dick Grayson and just watching him like bounce off a wall, like land on the dude's shoulders with his knees, and then just slam his head up against the wall and snap his
Mhm.
neck, but not kill him. As a
Yeah,
Batman game goes.
depending on if we can get Boss Voss in here when we're playing, if we can get him to get it, and I mean, because when you buy it, he has it, right?
Yes, because
Would it work that way?
I'm going to buy it digitally so he can have it.
Okay.
My goal plan is to get
So
David into it
hopefully,
because David is also going to be joining us on Dying Light, as given the
yeah,
example of recording an episode with him.
yeah. But
Yeah.
if it does wind up just being me and you though in Gotham Knights, I think we should do Red Hood and Nightwing combo. I think that'd be fun.
That will be.
The two,
I'm so excited for it.
the two badass
So the
mofos.
other
Yeah, me
one,
too, dude.
Justice League kills the Suicide Squad, confirmed
Oh,
at
which
the
looks so
start because
freaking good.
they're gonna be bringing in other people as DLC to play as.
Yeah. I just want to play as Killer Shark, bro. Is King
King Shark,
Shark.
King Shark,
I,
Captain Boomerang, obviously Harley Quinn and Deadshot. When we do that game, who are you gonna play as?
King Shark, bro.
You gonna be King Shark?
From the start.
I
Yeah, I
am
love him.
stuck
I
between
love him.
deciding between Deadshot or Harley Quinn. Because
Oh.
obviously I want to do Harley Quinn because it's Harley and it's like, yeah, Joker and Harley. I love Harley Quinn. But at the same time, I definitely feel like just with like everything else, Deadshot's probably going to be the main character,
Yeah.
the leader. I hope they bring in Rick Flag as a DLC character. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be cool. Speaking about Harley Quinn, kind of off, you know, same topic but off topic. What do you think about Lady Gaga? What do you think about those pictures
So
going around as her as Harley Quinn?
I
Even
saw
though
the
they're not really like detailed,
I saw the
what do you
clip.
think?
I saw the clip from the Joker 2 movie where she's walking up the stairs and the like congresswoman's like, "You're gonna go to hell," and she stops, turns around, and kisses her, and she's like, "Well, you will too," or some other line, and you can see Arthur
There was
reflect.
video.
Yeah, so somebody leaked a video clip that's
Oh,
of the movie of somebody saying like, "You're gonna go to hell," and she stops, turns around, kisses her, and she was like, "You'll join me then," or something. She said something taunting back, and turns around and walks away, and you could see Arthur standing there in the red jacket with the green hair.
Oh.
Like watching her from the
You're
crowd.
kind of watching her. Huh.
I've also saw concept design, and it looks like they're going with her new 52 outfit of the corset and the leather jacket
Yeah.
look, which
Yeah.
honestly, I think Lady Gaga will pull it off. I'm intrigued.
I think she will too.
The thing I think that she will do really good at is I'm hearing that this is going to be a musical. Like, they're going to be singing a lot in it, and it's going to be a musical in that aspect of the way, and Lady Gaga is a really good singer. So I think... Meh. I started with Butter is more about Bradley Cooper, but you know...
Was he? That's cool though. That's interesting. I did not know that.
That's just
and
what I've
Joaquin
heard.
Phoenix can sing. I mean,
can he?
Walk the Line was great. Yeah, he played Johnny Cash.
He did do Johnny Cash, huh?
Yeah, yeah, he can sing. And
boy has some pipes.
He does. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, that was his voice. He wasn't lip syncing. So he can sing. Lady Gaga can sing. Why not? Make it a damn musical. It'll be interesting.
I just wonder
it'll
if
be
they'll
crazy,
do more with the
it'll all
Wayne
be
family too, though. Because like in the original Joker film, he thought he was the son of Thomas Wayne, and he went and harassed the family, and Alfred was just like, "Come on, mate, I'll fuck you up."
Yeah, you talk to Master Bruce one more time.
Talk to Master Bruce. Oh God. Batman 2, news for the Batman 2 as well, with Robert Pattinson are circling around with like Scarecrow and Mr. Freeze being villains.
Freeze. Oh my gosh.
Which also were
to see that noir style Mr. Freeze will be.
I'm excited to see more with the Penguin show.
Oh yeah.
I really
Colin Farrell. That's right. I keep forgetting we're getting a Penguin series, dude.
We were supposed to get an Arkham series too that was supposed to introduce like villains for the Batman 2. But I don't know if that's still canceled. Wow. The Boss Foss just got online, guys. The Boss Foss is sitting there playing something. I love the fact that we could be more relaxed with this podcast. So, for those of whom who don't know, the first like hour before this podcast is just us sitting there bullshitting, making jokes, laughing, and dying.
Which hey, it might get added in. Who knows?
Blooper reel. God.
Little quips. Oh my God.
Who do you?
No, we'd definitely be canceled.
Who do you think is the best Batman?
Oh my God, why are you asking me this impossible question? George Clooney, bro!
Yeah,
yeah! The Cloonsters all the way!
The nipple blur!
Mr. Nipples! Mr. Six-Pack Nipple Man. No, I don't know. Damn, dude, I mean, if you don't say Michael Keaton, everybody... it's the toss-up for me. It's a toss-up between Keaton and Kilmer because Val Kilmer was my young Batman, like Michael Keaton was before me, really. I think I watched Batman Forever before I even watched Batman and then Batman Returns, I want to say. I think Batman Forever was my first Batman movie that I watched. Freaking amazing movie. I loved it. But damn, dude, it's a toss-up between Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer. Yeah. Everybody says Michael Keaton, but you know what? I gotta go with my boy Val Kilmer on this one.
He's the one that
I loved his Bruce Wayne. I loved his Bruce Wayne, and I loved his
Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones, right?
Yeah. Because we got two from Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
Was Val Kilmer Batman twice, or was it just Batman Forever?
It was just Batman Forever because Clooney did
Just
the other
Batman
one.
Forever, and then we got Batman and Robin with Clooney,
And then we got Bale, Affleck.
and then we got yeah. I gotta say Kilmer.
And then Adam West. You can't forget Adam West.
Adam West was badass, dude. Wow, kablam, motherfucker!
Okay, well, for me, the best Batman will always and forever be R.I.P. to the GOAT, Kevin Conroy. Because I grew up watching the animated movies before I saw the live action.
I didn't even think about that, bro.
The live
action, make me cry.
The live action of my time. The live action of my time would have been Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Because he would have been the Batman at the point in time where I was old enough to know I was watching Batman. I'm getting feedback through your mic. Of myself.
Oh, of yourself?
Yeah. It just now started.
Try it now.
Weird. Okay.
You good now?
Yeah. Am I just talking louder than normal? Am I picking up?
No.
Okay. Sorry for that audible disturbance there.
I don't know. Let me see here. Let me unwrap this and move it down here close to me.
Because in hindsight, Clooney would have been the Batman of my time. Because he was the last one to be Batman. And it would have been around the time. Yeah. But Bale is the one I remember seeing. Keaton is my mom's favorite, so it would have been the one I saw the most. My personal favorite is Ben Affleck. I love Batfleck, and I really wish he would have gotten a better turn to be him. I think he did a phenomenal Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Because the
Batman versus Superman was badass, dude.
Not even just looking at the fight between Batman and Superman. Like, if you take that scene out and just analyze Batman
I mean, like, the movie in general. The movie itself.
Yeah, the movie itself was phenomenal, and I loved it.
Especially the unrated extended edition. What just happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, something just happened here.
What do you mean?
Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? And no. There we go. I don't know, something about Epic Games popped up and, like, you went away.
Fortnite's coming for you, John. You just hear outside your window, it's Fortnite about to get down, just landed in Tomato Town. You see your son out there just dancing. A crowd of people just start coming towards your house with pitchforks and torches. Your son's leading the pack with doing the L dance. Take the L.
Oh my god.
You see me.
Put your ass in the house and go to bed.
You see me sitting here, but you also see me out there doing the orange release.
Oh, that's my kid's favorite when he's like at the end he finishes.
But
get out of here.
Batfleck is my favorite because he's the one we see go through a lot of character development in a short time. Excluding Josh Whedon's Justice League, because I scrap that in my memory every time. I don't even acknowledge it. You see him at a point in time where you don't need a backstory on him. You don't need his younger years. You know he went through something traumatic as Batman, as seeing like the Robin suit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you know already from the instant he starts branding. The second he starts branding his criminals, you know he's a more violent, more gruff, darker version of the Dark Knight, which I liked.
Yeah.
Whereas
how we got in the Snyder cut, bro, how we got Batman and Joker together in that flashback scene, or in that futuristic scene. Not really a flashback, but yeah. Oh my god. Their chemistry
yeah.
was beautiful, and I want to see more.
So
I want to see
Ben
more of
Affleck
them.
Ben
Even though I
Affleck
don't really
released
care about Jared Leto's Joker, I mean, it's hit and miss. I
it's
like
hit
it,
and
but at the
miss.
same time, it's like,
I didn't care for him in Suicide Squad, but seeing him in Justice League, I was like, I want to see that version of the
that
Joker.
Joker.
I
Yeah,
want to see
that
that Joker be a menace
just
to
that
society.
scene, he freaking killed it and won me over with that. Yeah, I agree. I want to see more of that.
I just saw something on Twitter the other day about the original David Ayer like Suicide Squad with a David Ayer cut because they've been pushing to release the actual version that Warner Brothers didn't water down. Because the original version had a lot more of Joker in it, and
Did Joss Whedon do Suicide Squad, the first one?
David Ayer.
He did it?
Yeah.
Okay. I know
I
you
think
were
that was
saying
him.
that, but I was
No,
okay. It
Josh
wasn't
Josh
like it
Whedon
wasn't kind
was
of like a Snyder
given
thing where, oh no, it was
Justice League.
Justice League. I'm sorry. I was like, because I
He
thought
took
that
over
he
Justice
left
League
and
after I believe Zack Snyder's daughter committed suicide.
yeah, yeah, and he took over. And surprisingly, it went the way it did because Avengers was so damn good, and he did Avengers.
It's hearing the stuff that happened on set with Wheaton, like I understand why it went that way.
Yeah.
Cause like even like watching the original, cause I had this argument with my mom because my mom was like, I'm not gonna watch a 3 hour cut of Justice League. She's like, I'm because
Why not?
she was watching the Wheaton one too. She was watching the original version, and I was sitting there and I walked into her room and I was like, oh, you're watching this crap. And she's like, what are you talking about? You loved this movie when we saw it in theaters. I was like, yeah, I loved it because it was what we had at that time. I was like, have you watched the Schneider cut yet? And she's like, no. I was like, you should really watch it. I was like, if you want to see a better version of this movie, watch that. She's like, it's the same movie. I was like, oh, hell no. I sat her down
No,
and I was like,
no,
what?
it's not.
I was like, watch the intro to the Wheaton's version. And then I was like, watch this masterpiece of cinema. I was like, you see that right there? That's fucking a Green Lantern. All right. I was like, there's Zeus, there's the gods, there's everybody fighting Darkseid. I was like, this is fucking amazing.
And at the end, we get Martian Manhunter. Dude.
Did you know that was filmed at Ben Affleck's house?
He's got a lake house like that?
That was his
Dude,
actual house.
that's a pimp ass house, bro.
Yeah, no, he did an interview talking about Batman v Superman, Justice League, and The Flash. Because he said he's only on screen in The Flash for 5 minutes. He has a total of 5 minutes of 5 minutes of airtime. He said he finally nailed the character.
5 minutes of glorious.
I was like, dude, if you only got 5 minutes and I could see one of those scenes is you ziplining to kick a dude, I was like, you got a good 5 minutes.
They won't waste it, that's for sure.
I think what's going to happen is it's going to be like Flashpoint Paradox, where him and Batman, maybe other members of the Justice League, are fighting a big bad. And kind of like how at the end, how Barry had to run in reverse in Justice League to reverse time. I think it's going to be another situation where he has to do that, but he runs too fast.
Too fast.
Like he does in the Flashpoint Paradox, and it resets his timeline with Keaton.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because just watching the trailer, like compared to the animated Flashpoint, there are a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of differences.
Yeah, because there's also like I'm intrigued that Reverse Flash isn't the Flash that's the villain. That the advertising and stuff for it is for Dark Flash, which looks like Zoom.
It does, dude. I want Reverse Flash, man.
I think the other Barry, the one with the long hair that wears the yellow, that's predominantly wearing yellow, I think that might be Thorn. Or that version of Reverse Flash.
It's possible. It's possible. And he's just playing him the whole time.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that's what he does. Funks with his mind.
He fucks with him.
Yes, very good, very nice.
Very, very good. Did you hear we're also getting another Riddick movie?
Really?
Yeah, sorry. I have Netflix on like the side over here, and it's like
Riddick
showing.
popped up?
Yeah. They have all 3
Oh,
movies up there now.
Pitch Black. Yeah.
All 3 of them are on Netflix right now, and I just saw.
It was crazy.
Riddick.
Saw that, and I'm like, wow, Pitch Black was in 2000. It was 23 years ago. Oh my god.
I feel so.
I remember when that movie came out, dude. I was like, this shit is sick.
Yeah, I used to love Vin Diesel.
Oh, I know.
Like, he used to be the best.
I watched what was it? I watched Saving Private Ryan, and I completely forgot that Vin Diesel was in. That was like the first movie that I ever saw him in, and he was in it for a little while.
Ooh, what would be my first Vin Diesel movie? Iron Giant.
Iron Giant?
Yeah, Iron Giant would have been my first Vin Diesel movie. You know, the animated film with the giant robot.
Up, bro.
Yeah, he's the voice. He's the voice of the giant robot. Did you not know that? Face. He is the Iron Giant.
What?
Yeah.
No, he is not.
Bro, look it up. Look it up.
Oh my god, I have that movie. I haven't seen it in years, dude. Oh my god, is he really?
I bought Erin that movie last year for her birthday because it's her favorite fucking movie. Now.
My freaking brain hurts. How did I never notice that was his voice?
Superman.
Wow.
I would say after that, Triple X would be what I know him most for.
Triple X, yeah. Yeah, because that was before Fast and the Furious, huh? It was Fast and the Furious before Triple X. I think Fast and the Furious was before Triple X.
Depends on if you mean the original one or the newer one.
Yeah. No. Tokyo Drift. That's the one I'm talking about. His cameo in Tokyo Drift. I think that was the first time I ever saw Vin Diesel.
Jennifer Aniston was in it too.
Wow.
Vinny. There's good old Vinny Diesel. What is your all-time favorite Vin Diesel movie?
Pardon me.
It's all good. What's the first one that comes to mind? Like the first one off the top of your head, rifle fire it.
Triple X.
Mine would be either the Pacifier or Riddick. Pacifier or Riddick. It's kind of tied.
What was the first one?
The Pacifier.
Oh, the Pacifier. Oh, wow. A Disney movie, huh?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one. That was really good. It was
cute.
Yeah, that's not the first one that comes to mind, though, but...
Is that
to my mind, at least.
The reason why it comes to mind is because I have sentimental value for that movie. But, like, first Vin Diesel, like, if someone says Vin Diesel, the first thing that comes to mind is usually Riddick. Like, mental picture of Vin Diesel, I see either Riddick or Dominic Toretto.
Like Chronicles of Riddick.
Pitch Black is always my favorite. I like Pitch Black, and I like Riddick, the standalone, just Riddick film.
Mm-hmm.
Chronicles of
Riddick. Yeah, I was gonna say there's 2 of them, right? There's Chronicles and then just Riddick.
Yeah, so the movie, it goes Riddick, Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick. There's like an animated film that's canon.
The animated cartoon and the game.
And then there is Riddick, which was like the newest one that had like Dave Bautista and everybody in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've apparently been talking that they want to do one more Riddick, which would be the one that ends it all because he finally goes home. Because the whole point of the movies, from the first movie to the newest one, is he's just trying to get back to his home planet. And then Carl Urban's...
It's been a while since I've seen those movies, to be
I
completely honest.
literally binged watched them like 2 months ago.
I'm gonna do it now that they're on Netflix. I'm definitely gonna watch them.
I went to Walmart because every time I go to Walmart, I look at their movie bins and I usually buy collections of movies. My mom hates it. And there was one time that they were doing like the postcard sale, so it's like you bought the movie and you got a postcard that was themed as the movie. So I bought the Ted collection, the Mummy collection, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, and then as I was going to leave, there was a glow in the dark collector set of Riddick, and I bought that too.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's really
I have a very bad addiction to movies. I love movies.
cool. I showed you my full dresser full of DVDs, so you know that I have
My roommate's room in the back has like cardboard boxes of just DVDs.
Wow.
I have a lot. I've
Hello,
lost a
dude.
lot over time, especially with like the breakup I had back in 2019 and then just moving and people borrowing movies and never returning them. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I have
Which
I for
reminds me,
I
have
haven't
you
yet.
watched Mr.
I
yet?
haven't yet. I haven't yet. I
You
just
bastard.
I just thought about it because I brought my gym bag in and I was like I was going to go do laundry and I opened my gym bag and it was still in the gym bag because we haven't been to the gym in forever.
Yeah. Well, you're in for a treat when you watch that movie. It's got a lot of good actors in it.
I know.
And
I
it's
saw I had William H Macy in it and I was like I'm gonna love
one,
this.
yeah. That was the first movie like that, and Pleasantville was the first movies that I really saw him in. And then when I saw him in Shameless, I'm like, bro, that's so cool.
I was gonna say I know William H Macy mainly through Shameless.
Yeah.
That and when I did my acting classes, my teacher I had was a student of William H Macy's. So that's how I knew
Really?
him before. Yeah. Because I
Oh
didn't watch
wow.
Shameless until after acting class because our acting teacher was like, "You guys should really watch this show. It's really good and it has my teacher in it."
Wow. That's pretty badass, dude. Have you seen Pleasantville?
No.
No. It's Toby Maguire, Reese Witherspoon. It's got Paul Walker in it, William
Hmm.
H. Macy. So it's like a pretty good
Stacked
cast.
cast.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know like how popular it was, but
Bro, I got
they
excited.
get like pulled into this old like Leave It to Beaver kind of style, Andy Griffith show kind of style. Like they get pulled into it as these, and everybody else sees them as these characters in the show.
Hmm.
It's really weird. So they're trying to like find their way out, but
That
at the same
sounds
time they're adapting to like the old
I think
school,
I've
and it's
seen
black and
bits and
white.
pieces. I think I've seen bits and pieces of that because it sounds
Yeah, it's
familiar.
pretty cool because it's just an interesting movie to watch. Like it's really cool because it's a black and white show, and then little by little, like they start changing people's like way of thinking in the show, and little things start turning to color, and
Oh, kind of like in WandaVision.
yeah, it's really neat. Yeah, WandaVision, I'm sure they pulled a little bit off of that movie for ideas. Anywho,
God,
I ramble.
I'm so excited for more Marvel and DC projects.
I know. I
I
want to
want
see
them.
Vision again, bro.
I
I
just
want to
want
see,
all the superhero content to drizzle over it.
bro.
Just,
I just want to see Vision come back, dude, and have his memory intact. Because in WandaVision, when Vision and Vision,
fight. He
you know,
uploads all of
they
the
fight,
all of
yeah,
his memories into the other
yeah.
Vision.
hmm and then he kind of just disappears, and it's like,
He's like, "Fuck this
well,
shit.
what the
I'm
shit?
out, yo."
I was expecting him to show up, to at least like show up in Multiverse of
Multiverse of
Madness,
Madness. I was too.
but
I was a
I'm sure.
little.
I mean, because we're gonna get Scarlet Witch back, we're gonna get her back, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll eventually tie that story together to finish it.
I can't see him just leaving it open ended.
No, no, because I mean, their characters are a huge part of phase what, like 3 through 4, so they have to at least tie it together and finish it.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting them to like off MODOK so soon either, but
I know. At least he died an Avenger.
This is make me an Avenger now.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for Quantumania as we just continuously spoil everything.
Everything.
You guys thought this was the R&R podcast, but in reality, this is the Spoil Shit podcast. Where we spoil shit.
Oh. Well, I've had fun so far.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean,
little R&R. Good for the soul.
Yeah, this is R&R. Just us relaxing, resting, relaxing. Just having a good little chat. Good little chat. Little talky talk. Little talky pig.
Hey, I still have some banana. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I ate my entire box of Cheerios, and I'm at negative... Oh, fuck. I need to see if I got an overdraft fee already.
You spend your money on Cheerios?
No.
I just bought a whole case full of Cheerios.
No, so yesterday... We went and split the price of the propane tank, which was like $100 to fill my propane tank, so we all put $50. I was really expecting to do deliveries yesterday, and I took one delivery.
Oh.
Yeah. And I made enough to buy myself coffee because I was really needing coffee. Like, I was getting jittery, headaches, mood swings. So I went and got myself a coffee with, like, the little bit of money I made. And I was like, I'll be good. I just won't buy anything today. I don't have bills that pull out until the day after tomorrow. I'll be great. 10:30 at night, my phone goes off and I get an email. Thank you for your purchase through PlayStation Store.
Oh, God.
I was like...
PlayStation Store?
I was like, I haven't...
I thought you said it was Game Pass.
Nope. This one that put me in the... Make sure none of my bank information's showing here. Just like... Yeah, you know, I'm not going to show that part. I'm at negative 60 right now in the bank account.
Damn, brother.
Like, I'm going to be taking money from my driver bag to pay for gas tomorrow, so that way I can work. But I'm really hoping it will be a Friday night, so I'm really hoping that it just, like, I have a good night.
It'll be a Friday night. The moon is bright. Gonna get them tips.
And then we go to Abby's house to party.
Oh, shit. I keep forgetting about that. I'm excited, dude.
Yeah, you need to bring my Switch.
I will. Don't worry. I will bring it with me.
Because we're the ones that are hosting the Mario Party on it, because they don't have it.
Oh, really?
Yes, they are relying solely on us to bring Mario Party.
I was thinking, I'm like, damn, I gotta practice, bro. I haven't played Mario Party for like a couple months.
We are bringing the entertainment.
Wait, we're doing Mario Party? We're not doing Smash?
I mean, I have Smash there in my console, so we'll probably do Smash as well.
Okay, because I have Mario Party.
And I'll bring my controller so we have more controllers too.
Alright, I got my two like Xbox style controllers. So I can bring that.
We'll bring everything. It should
just bring the mother load.
It should just be me, you, Abby, and Ian, which is Abby's fiance.
Yeah, well, I figured.
We're just gonna discuss
a random dude we met on the street.
I forgot. His name was Ian? I straight up forgot we're still doing the podcast, so we're just casually bullshitting about what we're doing.
Well, that's the beauty of this podcast, man. We don't have any. We don't no script, no no lines.
So I'm already working on my part for when the drinking corner. If David doesn't do his episode anytime soon, I'm just gonna skip him and I'll host the first actual episode, because the first episode of season 2 was a special episode where we had a special guest, which was Zoshimoshi Logan. And he hosted the episode, and we did it because I wanted to do something special for the first episode of season 2. And then we just never did another episode. So we
really just got one episode of season 2?
We only have one episode in season 2.
Dang.
So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to message David later tonight, or maybe in the morning after whatever he's going through is done.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell him like, look, we have till Sunday. Like, I want to put out another episode of Drinking Corner next week.
Yeah.
If I could put it out simultaneously with this, then I want to do that, obviously. Because obviously we're not going to film it on Friday. So, and, I mean, we could do it Saturday. It would allow for Brian to be a part of it, too.
I was just going to say we should make sure that Brian is available, because I know he does have Saturdays, right? He gets weekends off.
He has Thursday.
He works like all week.
He has from Thursday to Sunday are his better days to do stuff, but I believe weekends are his definitive day off.
Okay.
Because
right.
that's another reason.
Honestly, it shouldn't be hard to squeeze in an hour for anybody. You know, like, I know things happen, life happens, but if you can't take a freaking hour out of your precious day to join your buddies and do a podcast, then
bullshit with your friends as we are here.
Yeah. Then what is the point of living, man? Why are we even here?
Play any good games lately?
I'm playing The Last of Us Part 2, and I'm
I love
really
how you said that.
I really
love how you
like
said
it.
that. You got all excited. You're like, I'm playing Last of Us Part 2.
I just played 1, and I'm playing 2. I'm not too far into it, but I'm where you get to the theater and you find out that Dina is pregnant. Yeah, and I know kind of shit like pops off after that part. So, but it's fun. It's fun playing it again because it's been so long since I have played those games, and I'm playing them. And I'm letting my mom watch me because she's like really into the storyline now that she's watched the show. And it was so funny because I lied to her about what happened in 2. And seeing how she reacted to that, dude, she's like, no! she got all depressed and stuff. And she just like for the whole day after that, she's just like,
bro,
why?
You want to see some genuine reaction? You should watch my playthrough of 2. Just watch if any part of my playthrough of part 2 for you to watch. Just watch the scene where Joel dies because you see me sitting there and I'm like happy, and then I'm just like I'm straight yelling at the game like you fucking bitch, I will fucking kill you. Like I was pissed. Pissed.
But you just put that buckshot right into his leg, bro, and you can just see. Like that giant chunk missing out of his leg. I'm like, oh my god. I
legitimately gasped. Like, I was like...
I did too. Because it was so... How they directed that scene was beautiful. It was just like, oh my god. Because, I don't know, like...
You know something is off with her character.
You know something's off, but you don't know, if you haven't played it, you don't know who she is and what her problem is.
See, my issue when filming that was it got spoiled to me that Joel dies because of her. Like,
really?
I want to say, I think it was David, or it could have been it's like Facebook or something.
Ooh.
But just who are you? Justice.
Oh my god.
Justice. I'm Justice.
No, but it was that moment of not knowing what was gonna happen, knowing that something bad's gonna happen. You see the tension in the room shift as everybody starts circling you, and I was like, "Oh, this is bad." And then knowing you had no control is what made it gut-wrenching for me, because at least they should have...
Because you're holding the controller in your hand like, I need to do something about this.
It would have been 100% worse if they had you pull the trigger to kill Joel. Which is something I'm very grateful they did.
That final blow.
That final blow with Ellie watching, like if they really wanted to villainize Abby for the player, that would have been a decision that I, as a game developer, would have made the player do. would be you have to sit there and watch him get his leg shot, his knee blown completely off. You know he's getting beaten to death with the golf club. But the second you burst through the door with Abby or with Ellie and you're on the ground looking, the camera should have panned. And as you see the golf club standing there, all you see is press right trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
look over at Abby and it's Tiger Woods' face plastered on her.
No,
smiling.
Oh my god, no, that would have been even better is if you're laying there as Ellie and you see her lining up to take the final blow and it says press right trigger, so you as the player think that you're going to be Ellie and you're going to like push out of it and attack, but
be able to change the outcome.
But secretly you're pressing right trigger for Abby to hit. You know how you want to know how you would really just destroy your like the player itself by making you be the one that pulls the trigger to kill Joel? Like just think about it for a second and think about the feeling you would have. Because for me, when I first played 2, I just finished the first game. I literally finished the first game and then popped in the second one and started playing.
Yeah. So that's how I'm doing it now.
It's like imagine the emotion and the feeling you got of being through the journey that you are with Joel and Ellie, and like you're sitting there. Even the shock value of when Joel first dies is heart-wrenching. But to be the person to kill a character you genuinely care about because you've spent hours living in that character's shoes would have been even more traumatizing. It would have made me absolutely despise playing as Abby. More than I already did. If you watch my playthrough of it, you clearly see I was purposely killing her off at points of being like, hey, look, a cliff. Run and jump off. Bitch deserved it. But I think the thing they did very beautifully with part 2 as well, though, is they don't villainize Abby, which I like now after finishing the game. Because I hope they do a part 3. I know they're working on a multiplayer spinoff that's going to have its own story that's canon to the world. But I would love one more game with Ellie and Abby.
I want Ellie back.
I think it would be important for Ellie and Abby to come back.
Yeah.
Because
honestly, I feel bad, but I don't remember how the second one ends, so don't say anything because I really, truly cannot remember how that freaking game ends. Because I played it right when it came out, and I've only played through once.
Same.
And that was a while ago.
I played through it when it first came out, like 2 years ago.
Has it only been that long?
It's only been 1 year to 2 years. I feel.
Has been out. Be here.
Maybe longer because I was living at David's during the time I have the Ellie statue. Because you've seen the statue of Ellie I have on my bookshelf.
It's been like 3 or 4 years, dude.
Fuck, maybe. I don't know. Time flies. I forget.
I know, it really does.
I forget I'm 27 half the time. I still feel like I'm 25. I'm mentally stunted at 25.
Oh, man. I had Joseph when I was 25.
I've done nothing with my life and I'm 27.
Hey, you're still young.
I almost got married once.
Young. Even though you call me old, I'm still young, you know?
I almost got married once. That's my old story. Back in my day.
You got married? You almost got?
We were engaged, set to get married. Everything was more or less set and ready to go. And then you know what happened.
And then you stood her up at the altar, you dirty dog.
I walked away. I had cold
feet. With all the bridesmaids.
That would have been a better story than what really happened. I mean, the silver lining is the day we split, I got to see Markiplier live.
Really?
Yeah, so the day she left was for my birthday. And we went and saw Markiplier and like all of his other YouTuber friends do like a stand-up comedy show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it should be like one of the best memories of my life, but it is very much tainted.
Bittersweet.
It is very much tainted by the ideal of a 10-year relationship went down the drain that night.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Don't get in a relationship, ladies and gentlemen. That is the takeaway of today's episode. Bitches be crazy. Oh god, no. I'm happy for her now. She's doing good. She's married and living her life to the fullest. I'm happy.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't know that. Dumb bitch. That was right.
You fucking whore. The off chance that she watches this, I will die.
I wonder what Tim's been up to. Oh, like he's got a new podcast. Let's watch it.
I am genuinely curious if she still watches any of my things. I'm genuinely curious if she watches Resident Evil 4, because as you know, I've been putting out Resident Evil 4 content because the remake is just chef's kiss, ladies and gentlemen. But Resident Evil, the OG Resident Evil 4 was like a huge staple point of our relationship, because when I went into the foster system, she bought me the PlayStation 2 that I would play the OG Resident Evil 4 that my grandfather got me. And like Resident Evil 4 is like one of the very last games my grandfather bought me. So it was like already the game was like extremely important to me. But like I would come over every Sunday for church. Immediately as church was done, would go back to her house and would be like chilling in her room with her brother, her sister, and even like later on her dad would just sit in there and chill with us watching me play Resident Evil 4. And we'd just play it on repeat. We'd play it, beat it, play it, and beat it. Senior year of high school, she helped me get my Xbox 360, and then me and her went and played all the other Resident Evil games. So that's it. It's another reason why Resident Evil is like one of those really important games to me. Is because it was the one thing that saved me through the foster home. Was being able to sit there and play that and just kind of zone out the foster home or all the other bad shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the segment of the podcast where things get real. Where things take a more dramatic turn. As we talk about our feelings.
Oh, let's bring up feelings in past life, past life.
In my past life, I was a male prostitute that was hunted down by Jack the Ripper. Because I was cross-dressing. Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. I don't think I ever beat Resident Evil 4. I got to the part where I think it's like the priest, the main bad of the village, like of that main village? Guy
of the
mutate,
village?
Not the village, but the main bad guy. I think he is the main bad guy. Turns into that like spider scorpion looking thing.
Oh, Sadler.
Is that him?
Yeah, the one with the staff with the Las Plagas on it.
Yeah. That's
Lord Sadler. That's the last boss of the game.
That's the last boss. I don't think I ever beat him, dude. I don't know why I never got that like pattern down.
Resident Evil secret, just walk in with an RPG.
Fully loaded.
No, serious no, if you're playing any Resident Evil game and you are having a hard time with the boss, one RPG.
Really?
It is a ongoing gag in Resident Evil that the RPG is what you use to kill bosses. In the original Resident Evil, it's what you use to kill the tyrant at the end of the game. You use it to kill Wesker. Like the RPG is used to kill most of everything. Even at the end of the game, if you use the RPG, you hit Sadler with it, he goes down and Ada drops you another RPG to finish the fight. I was gonna say I don't think Jill kills Nemesis in the original Nemesis game. Because in the remake she uses a railgun, which was badass.
Damn.
Even in Resident Evil 2's remake, you use an RPG to finish off Birkin when you're in the train. They even did it in Welcome to Raccoon City, remember? Leon randomly finds a fucking RPG in the train. He's like, hey! I want to see that.
I'd love to watch that movie again.
I was just about to say I want to see it again because the only time I saw it was in theater.
We should watch it again.
Ugh. I wonder how much it would be on Amazon. I mean, I have no money, but you know,
$1.99.
It's
well,
positive.
What do you think, bud? What time we got now?
I have no idea how long we've been doing this for.
I don't either. It's been a good minute. We got one.
It's 120. 117, 120.
Yeah.
We've been going.
What do you say? You wanna?
Yeah, we'll probably end this first episode. So thank you, everybody who has listened to this on any of your podcast listening services, whether it be Podbean, whether it be through iTunes, the Google Play, whatever it is. Ideally, I hope you guys are watching this on Spotify so you can see the video format, because like we're doing this off of a Discord call. And hopefully
these guys' beautiful faces.
Yeah, our beautiful faces. Or you're.
Are you on top? Are you on top on your screen, or am I on bottom? Am I on top? Oh, side by side.
Yeah, we're side by side. We're 60-90ing the camera screens right now.
Oh well, I'm on top. On my
that's
screen.
because well, that's because you're the big.
Oh my god!
You ain't no power top, John. Oh fuck!
These beautiful guys' faces right here and here, but no, I was here and here and
here.
Yeah, you get the point. It's been fun.
You can watch us on Spotify, anything like that. You could go over and check out my YouTube channel, which will be linked down below, where you can find this podcast as well as the vidcast, because YouTube just did an update where you could put podcasts on YouTube now, and that was another thing I wanted to try and upload and see there, because you know we're always trying to try out new things.
You couldn't before?
Nope. So what's different, how I would do it before was I would upload just this video format, but I think now we're able to upload an audio format, which is what I'm curious to see. Outside of that, you can find all of our stuff down in the description below. We have links to everything, whether it be anybody in the NerdgazmicGoodfellas YouTube channel, Twitch channel. We have a link to the other podcast, The Drinking Corner, which we have at least 27 episodes for y'all to see there. Hopefully we'll be kicking up and meeting with everybody else to do more episodes of that. But until then, you guys get some R&R. I don't really know how to address or sign out of this, so we're just going to say check the descriptions if you want more content. We hope to see you in episode 2, and we hope this podcast at least kicks off a little bit better than Drinking Corner did. Goodbye, everybody.
This has been an R&R programming. Thank you for tuning in.